Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today's dogfight is between two epic attack planes, the A-10 Thunderbolt 2 or Warthog versus the A-4 Skyhawk. First, statistics. A-10, empty weight, 25,500 pounds. Loaded to dogfight configuration today, just under 31,000 pounds. Static sea level thrust, just over 18,000 pounds, giving it today a thrust to weight ratio of 0.59. Weapons, one GAU 8 30mm Avenger cannon, and we're allowing two all-aspect sidewinders for each aircraft. Max speed, 439 miles per hour, and the all-important wing loading, 65 pounds per square foot of wing, and they are a straight wing. The A4 community mod, empty weight 11,500 pounds. Dogfight configuration just under 14,000 pounds. One J52 engine producing 8,500 pounds static sea level thrust, giving in this configuration a thrust to weight ratio almost the same, 0.62. Weapons, two 20mm Colt cannon plus two all aspect sidewinders. Speed 673 miles per hour and wing loading 53 pounds per square foot with a swept wing. Guys, let's make some predictions. We've not had a practice yet, but in terms of thrust to weight, they're about the same. In terms of weapons, well, certainly the A-10 has the better cannon with much more ammo, and it's a more rugged aircraft, and it carries slightly more modern missiles. There's not much we can do about that, so I suppose weapons are slightly in the A-10's favour. Speed, which can be important, goes to the Skyhawk. Wing loading goes to the Skyhawk as well. Amazingly, it's a very light plane. So, predictions. I'll do mine first, and that is we constantly underrate the A-10, and that lovely straight wing is so beautiful for turning. It can do a really good one circle. It has a really small turn radius. To me, this is like the A-10 versus the Harrier, when the A-10 just about won. Again, that turn radius is so small, it's just impossible to beat, and its stall speed is so low. I've got to go with the A-10.
I'm kind of surprised at the wing loading on the A4. I thought it would be a little bit more out of favor.
Yeah.
But the other thing the A4 has is its roll rate. It can get into the turn instantly. And it takes the A-10 a little bit of while. So
good point.
I'm thinking
A-10 also has the avionics and the amount of flares it can carry.
And colder engines, high bypass ratio turbofan.
we have Limas on both or mics on both.
Unfortunately, Papa 5 on the A4, Lima on the A10. Limas are better weapons, but all in all, they're both front aspect missiles. It won't be too different.
I think the A4 will do better than a Harrier, but I don't think it's going to win.
I think the A4 is going to put up a good fight. The Navy used it as their aggressor jet for Top Gun training for a number of years. I'd like to think that there's a good reason for that.
Welcome in, viewers. First 1v1s. Simba A4, Cap A10. I start 300 knots-ish. He starts 400 knots-ish. 10,000 feet. Consensual merge. I'm not going to fly much today, viewers, because I had zero sleep because I had an ill baby last night. But the boys will do their best. Simba, 3, 2, 1, go.
Visual.
All right. Oh, you are fast, Simba. Fast, fast, fast. But you do not have my turn radius, and I will turn inside you all friggin' day. And that really is a fast jet. No, my turn rate is so good, Simba, and radius.
Pull up, pull up.
I don't think there's anything he can do here, viewers. If he tries for scissors, I'll get him. If he tries a brake check, I'll get him. Stupid missiles, I should have done a better shot, never mind.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
One of these shells is going to hit you, Simba.
Well, if Simba's been counting, he knows he shot your 2 missiles.
Yes, he does, but I don't think there's anything he can do. He can turn around and run 20 miles, but someone wants to see that, and it's just, I don't think there's anything he can do.
Oh, there is.
I've got a gun funnel I can use viewers, but it's pretty rubbish, so I might as well just got plenty of ammo, or just wait him out. Okay, he's going to use the vertical, and that's actually a fair point, because I will stall pretty soon. But I don't think he can capitalise again, unless he's going to run away 30 miles and comes back, which is, it's not really a dogfight at that point. Oh shit. I take that back. I'm stalling. That said, viewers, I've got such big wings, I can correct it pretty easily. It's just such a stable platform, this is. Get off, Simba. No, you don't.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Oh, that time when I wish I hadn't wasted my friggin' missiles. Well, it's going to go up again, but what I'm going to do, viewers, is I'm not going to fall for him this time. I can't go up with him, so I'll just shark underneath an aspect that he can't dive down on me at, or if he does, it's probably mutual destruction. So I'm just going to go and keep in lag like this, and he'll come down, but I don't think there's anything he can do with it.
Pull up, pull up.
I'll turn this side in, I'll get a couple of rounds off. Go up again, and I will just shark underneath him again so he can't come down. Shit, I lost him in the A-boat. There he is. Again, I'm going to go into lag like this, viewers, so it's just, he can't come down on top of me. I might even get a little snapshot on him here. Okay, he's coming in for the fight. Think Simba's figured that his vertical fight's just not going to win it. Or maybe, I don't know, let's see. Please crash, Simba, please crash. Ah, A-10 can control the fight like this, like nothing else. It's such a... Wish I had a better aim.
More lead.
Yeah. Oh, my kingdom has some traces. He's going to come up, so I'm going to get ahead of him. I'm not sure how we resolve this, Simba. It's going to go up again. I'm going to nullify by going into a big lag. Where is he going? He's going that way, so I'll go this way. So what we did there is we've got 500 knots, so we can go really high, and it might... I'm going to try and nullify that as best I can. Oh, he's got on me. Well done, Simba. Oh, he got me. Oh, blow me down. Well done. Fairly earned.
Thank you.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have wasted on this. I was an idiot. Dark A-10. Cannonball A4. Let's bring it back for the A-10. Go.
Couple hits on the A-10.
Yeah. A4 is keeping its speed really well. Yeah, maybe an A10 error. A4 struggled to get its missiles off the rail.
Lost him.
Whoopsie dog. He's not lost you. Asked too much of the missile. That's exactly what I did, Doc.
I have no HUD.
Huh, you've got no HUD. Right.
I took a hit.
Oh dear. Have to do it the old-fashioned way then. This is going to be a carbon copy of my Nimbus fight, I think. Just needs one bullet to land and it will destroy it, but it's so hard to do in the A10.
In comes the vertical.
Good speed maintained by the A4.
Good mix of angles.
Good mature flying from the A4. But I think it's going to be which one's got the best fuel consumption.
One engine versus two.
Fair point. Not the most glamorous fight, viewers, but both aircraft are doing what they should, pretty much. A10 has an almost unworkable gun sight, so it's pretty much luck whether you hit him.
That's if I had a gun sight.
This is where you just use the kinetic energy to your advantage.
Pretty dead? Yes! We have a death! Oh, finally. And this happens in dogfights. People get worn down, they get tired, and a mistake will finally happen. And it did happen. These are going to be long drawn-out fights, and we probably won't be able to do many, but that is 1-1. Stand by. Poosh. A10, Strider, A4. Question is, Simba, would it have made a difference if we had set the Harrier at 400 knots?
I don't think as well. I don't. the Harrier bled speed really bad. And then it struggled to get it back.
Whereas this is not being as draggy.
Yeah, I mean, the A4 is a quick and slick little plane.
Right, Strider going straight into the big energy, straight into the vertical. But can he do a thing? It's much harder to fire the missiles in the A4. It's harder to get a tone on that A10, so he's not firing his missiles. It's because he can't get the tone.
Ooh, hits!
Oh!
Smoke!
Great A4 piloting today, guys. Well done. BDA, it's not as bad as it looks. Still got his flight services pretty much, and he's still got his engines.
You need fuel to win the fight.
Oh, boosh, boosh, boosh! Went all in and paid the friggin' price for it, Poosh. That's an A4 win. Ooh. Dark A10, me A4 for my friggin' sins. And go. Right. That. Alright. In all that excitement, I've lost visual, gain visual. Alright, who's it, Dark?
It is dark, and that's the fight being going on.
Missed me. Dodge. Back in tone. I think every fight has gone the same way so far. A10 fires his missiles off, A4 dodges it. A4 no to safe because there's no way the A10 is going to hit it with its gun. Goes into big vertical kinematic fight. Then someone gets tired and crashes. Or is he? No. So basically, we've been in this position quite a few times now, viewers, where he's down to guns, but the chance of hitting a tiny target like me from distance is very minimal. So I'm just going to keep looping around him like this, and eventually.
I mean, you have the kinematics to just go into a straight vertical, and he has to bail out of the vertical long before you, and that gives you time to get a lock with a missile.
Come on, little Skyhawk, get your nose around. He's got tone. God damn it, no tone. Frustrating. Alright, fine. He must have had his engines on idle. Right, well, if I want to do well and win, I've got to go into these big looping verticals, but... yeah, I better do that.
You got a boom and zoom.
Yeah. Just, Or do I, Simba? Or do I? Oh, I saw an opening there.
You're winning the rate.
Come on, nod it over, nod it over. This is a chance, this is a real chance. Right. Yeah!
That's one engine.
Fair and square, viewers. That was just a good yo-yo. Oh, he's out. He's out.
He's out.
Brilliant. Oh, look at that, viewers. I'm just going to bring the scoreboard in. So, we won't do any more 1v1s because I'm aware they're taking a long time. It's the dynamic of the situation. Every time the A-10 fires its missiles off, it misses because it's really easy to evade them in this. A4 goes into a kinematic fight or a high energy fight and does boom and zooms until one of them either crashes or the A-10 is killed, and it was going to keep on going that because everyone pretty much knows what they're doing here. Let's move into group v group, guys, because that always seems to change things. Stand by. A4s, Simba, Cannonball, A10, A and C. It's going to be no difference at all today. Strider and Dark. Go, guys! And now. All right. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Simba caught out. 1v2. Usually it dodges the missiles, viewers, but sometimes that missile gets through.
Were they supposed to have Limas or mics?
Whatever I put on.
Yep, you gave them mics.
Roger up. Okay, well, let's go with it, guys. Well done, guys. Do you want me to change them to the Lima missiles, guys?
Yeah, or just Strider doesn't fight in the A10, because if it's the A10C2s have Limas.
Cap and Dark, A10s, Simba and Cannonball. A4s, I made an error with the A10 missiles, and it's now rectified as best we can. Guys, let's go. Now. Both gone high, and they're both going the same way. That should make it easy. Come on, big gal. God damn it. On a low one.
Let's set them up for you. Alright, that's... both of them have fired both their missiles.
Pull up.
Dark, have you seen... Are we both on the same one, Dark? Oh.
I'm hit, but I took some...
Well done. Roger, 1v1. Good trade. Who am I fighting?
Cannonball.
Oh, sugar. Alright. We'll be alright, guys. Good battle. And we're back to where we always get to. Viewers, we have reverted to the mean. Me, no missiles. Cannonball, energy fight. Dark, how do I switch from my gun sights?
You've hit it twice to get to the funnel.
Yeah, I got the funnel. Small plane, it's highly maneuverable, it's just hard to hit without a CCIP or a tracer. Just give me tracers, damn it.
That is a scary sight, though, the front end of the A-10 was smoke pouring out of the nose.
Not with my aim. Up he goes. Not the A-10 needs to be the perfect fighter, it just needs a variable sweep wing. So I'm going to speed up to 500 knots. Sorry viewers, but we're back to this stalemate again. It's just something that happens when you put these two aircraft together. No one's stupid enough in the A4 to come in close, and everyone's good enough to dodge the A-10's missiles. My inertial gun sight, viewers, it doesn't take him into account, it's only me, it only takes me into account. So it's not really a great deal of use.
Give it more vertical, Cannonball. He cannot go vertical. He can do a loop, but he cannot go nose up very far.
It's a tough fight, viewers. It's a tough fight to make this one entertaining, I'm afraid.
I don't know about the viewers, but I'm very entertained.
Yeah, it's boring in the A-10 because you've got control all the time, but there's nothing you can do. Is the problem.
Cannonball's got to go vertical until you're stalled.
Yeah.
And then come down and gain position while you're trying to recover.
That's how
he keeps nosing over the loop, and you're still in your control zone. Which was what I was about to do, but I miscounted missiles because.
I miscounted missiles too. I thought that was friendly fire. Right, he's going to do it now, the viewers. But I knew he was going to do it, so I've saved my energy up. I think I can probably go with him, to be honest.
No, you're not getting up there where he is.
It appears not.
Cannonball, spot your target and control the pursuit.
It's very, very hard.
Dang it, lost visual on the top of that.
Roger, even if you hadn't, I knew what you were going to do, so I came off my engine, so you wouldn't have been able to get a tone anyway. You'd have to hit me with your guns, which is, well, I favour my gun over yours any day. That said, Simba did manage to get me. We'll probably end it after this one. I'll probably make the video short, viewers, but we've been going at this for 2 hours now. I've cut most of it out. As you can probably see if you picked up by now, we've hit this impasse. Same thing happens every time. The A-10 uses its missiles up, misses. Very hard to get a missile kill on these things. And then we go into this, the A4 goes energy pursuit, and it keeps doing it until someone runs out of fuel, someone crashes, or the A4 gets a kill. But it takes half an hour each time. I know what it's doing, so I turn my engines off, I flare, and there's nothing it can do. Ow. That. It's going to take him 20 passes to kill me though. Why is this happening, viewers? It just means we're doing it right. Simple as that. And if I turn my back to go and do something sneaky, he'll spot that, because he's watching me all the time, and he'll just chop down on me, shoot me from behind. And he will be able to kill me from behind with a sidewinder. Guys, I'm conceding the victory. I think we've hit a really interesting, I think we all agree, a really interesting dynamic. Everyone knows what they're doing now. There's not really any way I can get a kill. He will eventually win. It will take ages, but you know, eventually he'll wear me down. The final scores, we didn't get many games because the games are so long. 1-1, A-10 1-1, A-4 1-3. Group matches, it was 1-1. What we found there at the end of that is that if everyone knows what they're doing, the A-10 will probably get his missiles off first. Very likely miss. If the A-4 guy knows what he's doing, it's very hard to kill. The A-4 knows what's going on, so it goes into an energy fight at that point because it can afford to turn its butt, and it will eventually wear the A-10 down. All things even, I actually favour the A-4 if everyone knows what they're doing. What do you guys think?
I agree, and I think if we'd taken it to 4v4, the A4s would have been able to kind of spread out, because the A-10s are just going to circle the wagon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They'll go tactical, won't they? My only follow-up question I kind of asked Simba along the way was, would it work in a Harrier? Because the Harrier lost to the A-10. Simba thinks not, because it sheds its speed much quicker than that A4 does, doesn't it?
The A4 in the first 2 turns of the fight is able to keep instantaneous turn rate with the A10. So it can make the tight turns, and I think it's able to kind of hold it and regain its speed way better than the Harrier. The Harrier kind of, once you get down into that slow 230, 240 knot range, you're really hurting.
Whereas the A4, I could feel them getting that back. Also, the Harrier, for whatever reason, was much easier to kill with sidewinders. Much hotter engine.
I was going to say, as Matrix pointed out with the Harrier, it's a lot draggier at high speed, so that even if you started it at high speed, it would bleed it off very quick.
That was interesting, viewers. That was interesting. Bye-bye.